Offering our humble obeisances and gratitude to Sri Sri Radha Govinda, Gauranitais, Narasimhadev, Lil Radha Krishna, Shet Goswamis, Panchatatvas, and our Acharyas. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisheshai Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatharini Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna. Yes. All glories to our disciplic succession, all the acharyas, and our respectful obeisances to our spiritual masters. Hare Krishna. In yesterday's chapter, we were discussing what does Bhagavat mean. Whoever knows the answer, you can raise your digital hand. Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, Kelam, please unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Do you remember meaning of Bhagavat?
Bhagavan.
Who is Bhagavan?
Sri Krishna.
Oh, yes. And what does Gita mean, Priyansh?
Song.
Song. So, Bhagavad Gita means a song which is sung by Lord Shri Krishna. Only Shri Krishna is the Bhagavan. And today we'll be learning how Krishna is only called as Bhagavan. Why? There are 6 reasons. No other person can be called as Bhagavan. The person who is supreme is Krishna himself. Okay. Now, lowering all your hands, whoever knows the answer. Who is the grandfather of Pandavas and Kauravas? If you remember, you can raise your hand. Yes, Shri Kalyan, please unmute.
I think it's Vyasadeva.
Vyasadeva. You are not sure? Let's take the help of Mugdha. Hare Krishna, Mugdha. Please unmute yourself. Bhargav.
Yes, ma'am. The grandfather of Kauravas and Pandavas is Vyasadeva.
Confirmation. Thank you, Bhargav. So now we know Vyasadeva is the grandfather and Dhritarashtra is separating Kauravas and Pandavas. Papa Pandavas 5 people, but Kauravas 100 people. The Kauravas are bad people. Pandavas are very good. Krishna is there with them, right? So we're trying to understand What and all? We saw Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Yes, Gauri, you're right. Bhagavan is Sri Krishna, Gita is gone, Manaswini Vyasadeva. Yes, Gauri, right. So here Dhritarashtra is separating Pandavas and Kauravas because he's scared. Can Dhritarashtra see what is happening by himself?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sanjana sees for him. Sanjana helps him. Blind.
Sanjana or Sanjaya? What's the name?
Sanjaya helps him, ma'am. Ma'am,
Sure.
I have a doubt.
Sanjaya. Sanjaya.
Ma'am,
Yes, Manasvi.
and from Dhritarashtra, how can 100 children born?
It is possible now. We'll be thinking.
Possible.
Yeah. No. Now, in the previous years, many years back, they used to live for 500 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years. You are aware? No?
Ma'am?
Before, people used to be alive for many years, okay? And Dhritarashtra's 100 sons have got different story. Like there was a club chair and it broke and many hundred of pieces was formed, okay? That was happening. That's why we are learning, okay? This has happened. We'll be thinking like, how can 100 sons be there? They were there in a family. It is real, okay? Thank you, Hare Krishna. And now you can please unmute, and if you know the answer, please unmute. Who is this?
Sanjaya.
Sanjaya, ma'am. Sanjaya.
Okay, now next.
Sanjaya.
Who is this? Who is this?
Dhritarashtra.
Yes, very good. Who is sad in the picture here?
Arjuna.
Arjuna.
Ah,
Duryodhana. Arjuna.
yes, very well. Now, again, please lower your hands. If you know the answer, you can raise the hand. What were the 5 reasons for Arjuna's sadness or lamentation? What were the 5 reasons? Shri Kalyan, please answer the first point, please.
Compassion.
Compassion, Haribol. Thank you so much, Haribol. Yes. Nilim, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
What's the second point?
No enjoyment.
No enjoyment. Let's hear from others as well. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Manaswini.
Sin, ma'am, the third.
Third is sin. Okay. Sri Lakshmi. What is the fourth one? Please unmute yourself.
Family tradition.
Family tradition. Yes, he's worried. What will happen to his family? Yes, Priyansh, what's the fifth one?
Fifth one was indecision.
Oh, yes. Not able to make any decision. So all these 5 points are done now. But even though Arjuna is sad, we all know he's going to win because there were 9 reasons which were supporting Arjuna's win. Based on this picture, you can guess out. Whoever knows the answer in serial number, please raise your hands. Yes, let's check. Sahana, Srihari, please unmute yourself. Hare Krishna. Yes, we're getting the answers in chat box as well. Keep typing in. Okay. Sahana, you're able to unmute? Okay, maybe. Yes, Meera?
The flag.
The flag. What is the first one? Where is the chariot?
A divine chariot.
Yeah, divine chariot. Now, where is the chariot? You know, where it is standing, which place it is?
Kurukshetra.
Kurukshetra, yes, the Dharma Kshetra. First point is Dharma Kshetra. And second point, yes, Sri Kalyan?
The Gandiva.
Ah, divine chariot. And who is in the chariot on the flag? Who is on the flag?
Ma'am, Hanuman.
Hanuman, Haribol, yes. Hanuman is there. Kapitwaja, right? Next. What is Krishna blowing?
Ma'am, Shankanada, ma'am.
Shankanada, the transcendental vibration. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes. What's the next point? What is Arjuna holding?
Gandiva, ma'am.
Gandiva. Yes. Now, after this, we see the Tekta Jivita followed by, yes, you can all unmute yourself. If you know the answer. Point number 7, what is it?
Moksha Ekadashi.
Moksha Ekadashi and
Moksha Ekadashi.
Bhagyalakshmi. Who is supporting everything? Rishikesha. Who is Rishikesha?
Krishna, ma'am.
Lord
Krishna.
Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna. Name of Lord Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, yes. Thank you so much. So now we know Arjuna is going to definitely win. And in yesterday's class, we also learned there are 5 subject matters in Bhagavad Gita with action. Whoever is ready, please keep your video turned on, and with action you'll have to demonstrate. Yes. Hare Krishna, Shravani.
Ishwaram.
Okay, you can say we'll do it for you, Shravani.
Ishwara, ma'am.
Ishvara, yeah.
Jiva, ma'am.
Jiva,
Prakriti.
Prakriti,
Kala, ma'am.
Kala,
And Karma, ma'am.
Karma. Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes, Bhargav.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what was the first one? I forgot.
Who is the Supreme Controller? Yes. Meera, please help Bhargav. What is the first one?
Ishwara.
Ishvara. Yes.
Ishwara.
Ishvara. Next.
What is the next one, ma'am? I'm getting confused in all.
It happens, okay? You do one thing.
Jiva.
Yeah, kids are helping. Yeah, okay, you can take the help. Jiva. Next.
Prakriti.
Prakriti.
Prakriti. And
Time. Kala.
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 Yeah.
Karma.
Karma. Yes. We can all do together, okay? Now let's all unmute ourselves and let's start. Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala,
Karma.
yes. Hare Krishna. So now we got to know these are all 5 subject matters which are discussed, right? Now let's continue. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a complete summary of Bhagavad Gita. Saramsha, Gita Saramsha it is told us. And see here, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is saying, right? So, chapter number 2, verse number 2, 2.2. That is how we are going to refer. 2.2, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha means Krishna is going to start. So, Krishna is saying, what does he say? Yes. Yes, Mehta, would you like to read the translation? Hare Krishna. Yeah, you can start.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, how have these impurities came upon you? There are not at all befitting a man who knows the values of life. They lead not to higher planets but to infamy."
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now we are looking in a verse where Krishna is saying, if at all there is a bright student, okay, in the class, every time he is getting first rank, he is good in sports, he or she, okay, and she is dancing. But one week she's not performing anything and she's very dull. Then teacher will ask, right, what happened to you? So same ways now Arjuna is a best of the kings. And Krishna is asking, you are best among all these people, and why is this bad thoughts coming into your mind? This is not good. And as we see, there's the importance of this word, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Why is Krishna alone called as Bhagavan? Now, Bhagavan means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's a person, okay? Is here, you can see the word person. Okay? So he's a person, but he's supreme, topmost for everyone. That's why he's Supreme Personality of Godhead. So why do we call Krishna as Bhagavan? And what are the different stages of understanding? Okay, now let's start a step by step understanding for this. If at all we see a balloon, okay, inside that there is a hair. If you puncture, the air will pop out, right? It will escape. At that time, we cannot see the hair, but we can feel, right? We can feel the hair. Same time, if you compare the people in the beginning level, they'll not be able to imagine Krishna as a person. They'll just feel an energy. They feel, yeah, some energy is there, but they cannot think about the beautiful form of Krishna. That is the first level. And it is called as Brahman. Okay, can we all repeat? Brahman.
Brahman.
Yeah. Brahman. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. So now, first step, they'll understand this is Brahman, and what happens later when they start thinking and their understanding is getting deeper and deeper. First, we'll go to first standard, second standard, third standard, later to college, right? So as they grow in education of devotional knowledge, what happens? They will get another understanding that is a beautiful person with four-handed form. You can see how many answer here? Can you check?
Four, ma'am.
Now in the four hands, there is one weapon to kill the demon, other three to protect the devotees. Shank, the conch shell, chakra, and the Padma. All this, even the club, are going to help, okay, in the protection of devotees and killing the demons. Shanka Chakra Pada, Shanka Chakra Gada Padma, okay, and this form is called as Paramatma. Paramatma has got four hands. He is holding Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, and he is standing on the lotus flower. What is the name of the second stage? How people will understand second stage of God as?
Paramatma.
Paramatma. Thank you so much. Now, first stage is done, Brahman stage. They just feel it is energy. They cannot imagine God form. Second stage, they can understand Paramatma, four-handed form. He has got Shankha Chakra Gada, Padma, conch shell, Sudarshana disc, club, and the Padma flower, lotus flower. That is Paramatma. When it comes to third stage, it is the final stage and the beautiful form. No, Shyam Sundar form, the bluish blackish color is holding the flute, peacock feather. and very, very attractive Krishna, and he is Bhagavan. Okay, you can see flute, bluish blackish color, and peacock feather. He is Krishna. What is the final stage? Third stage of God realization?
Bhagavan.
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 Very good. So now let's
Bhagavan.
few points why Krishna alone is called as Bhagavan. First one, because he has got all the riches in the world, whatever we can imagine of. Now, if we ask who is the richest person in the world, they'll say maybe 20 lakhs, millions, crores, billions, like trillions. Okay. At one point, he can become bankrupt. His balance can become zero. Anything can happen. He can never remain the richest person every time. Some other person can become richer than him in the present, like when we're calculating, right? You understand that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now, a person in this material world, in the earth, cannot remain rich forever. Okay? Whatever he has got is very limited. Apart from whatever he's got, also there's so much of richness which belongs to Krishna. How to remember? See the picture, Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi means the prosperity, the wealth, right? So Lakshmi Devi is serving Krishna. All riches belongs to Krishna. Easy to remember. Next point, all strength. When Krishna was just 6-7 years, a young boy, he was able to lift the Govardhana hill in the little finger, left hand little finger. And you know how many days he was holding the Govardhana hill?
7 days.
7 days. 7 days.
Yes. In case I ask, like if I try to balance anything, maybe first of all, you can also try. Just try to balance some lightweight object in the little finger. Let's check who is trying. It's difficult, right? Be careful, don't take heavy objects, okay? Now everyone is happy that we are like trying to balance somehow. Yeah, grip is there. But then if I ask, you'll have to hold this for 7 days like this itself. Will you be able to do 7 days continuously?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Yes, why is this not happening for us? Because we are not as powerful as Krishna. Krishna has got the complete strength. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He alone has got the strength. So easy to remember. Point number 1, remember Lakshmi Devi and riches. And the power, Govardhana Hill strength. Point number 3, all fame. Whenever Krishna was there, doing his pastimes, at once he will be going from one place to another place. There, people will be waiting. Now, place number A is going from Mathura to Dwaraka. Okay, just for example. And on the way, all the people will be waiting to welcome Krishna. That time, there was no YouTube. There was no Facebook to telecast Krishna is coming here. But people were collecting the message where Krishna is. And they were very, very eager. And he was very, very famous. And not only at that time, now also you ask anyone, even if they don't know anything, even if they don't know anything about the principles, they'll be knowing, yeah, Krishna is all attractive, temples are there. He does his pastimes. He steals butter. And he is eternally famous. He is eternally famous. No one can ever replace. No one can be more famous than Krishna. Krishna alone will be ever famous. Next, point number 4 is all beauty. Now, when Krishna was born and is just a little child, okay, just for the play pastime of Krishna, he was shown as if he's taking birth, Krishna Janmashtami. After a few days, the naming ceremony, they have to keep the name. Then they'll call great sage, and sage will come and he'll look at the kid. Oh, he's so attractive, all attractive, he's so beautiful. And he gives the name Krishna. Krishna means all attractive, is very, very beautiful. Whoever sees Krishna will see the real beauty. Otherwise, everything else is just temporary. Yes. Point number 5. All knowledge. You know, can you identify who is this demigod in the picture? Yeah?
Brahma.
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 Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you so much. This is Brahmaji, Brahmadev. During Brahma Vimohana Leela, Brahmadev also will get encaptivated. Now we'll think, oh, okay, how is this creation happening? Brahmadev is there, he is creating. But the knowledge for Brahmadev is also given from Krishna. Brahma also surrenders to Krishna. So all knowledge is coming from Krishna. Bhagavan has got 6 opulences, all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation. Renunciation means even though he is a controller, he is not binding us with anything. He is renounced. He is like a lotus flower untouched by water. How to understand? If you take a sponge and dip in water, it will absorb the water. But if you take a lotus flower, dip in the water, you take over, all the water droplets will fall. Right? Have you seen that? So Krishna is like a lotus leaf. Even though he is associated, he is not binding us. Krishna is a source for all of us. Because of Krishna, we are here. Okay? Because of his mercy, we are trying to understand. But still, he will not make compulsory. Okay, I am your father. You have to behave only this way. I will not give freedom. No, he has given us freedom. He is completely renounced. Okay? He gives freedom to everyone. Okay. Is there any doubts in this? If
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
okay,
Ma'am,
whoever
I
has
have one.
please unmute yourself. Whoever has
Ma'am, what is the meaning of binding?
binding means you have seen people in the jail, they'll be having the clutches, yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
or rope they'll bind. So when
Yes,
they bind,
ma'am.
they cannot move. They don't
Yes,
have
ma'am.
freedom. Even though Krishna is giving us everything, he's not binding us. You have to do like this only. He's not making anything compulsory for us. Okay?
Ma'am.
He's giving us
Okay,
freedom.
ma'am.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Ma'am?
much.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, and how can Krishna hold the hill at 7 days?
Because he is Bhagavan, no one else can do. For us now to understand this is a little difficult. How can the little kid hold? But he's not a little kid. Okay? He's a supreme personality of Godhead. He can hold the entire universe. He's so powerful. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. As we try to understand, please start reading Krishna book, okay? There's a Krishna book available. Please read that and we'll get that blessing to understand more. Hare Krishna. Yes. Is there any other question? If anyone asks, I'm assuming he's done. If you don't have a question, please lower your hands.
Ma'am.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, before this, did you explain anything about chapter 2?
You joined late.
Yes, ma'am, because I had another class.
Happens. We'll be sharing the recordings. You can rewatch that. Okay. We just started the class and we are revising for the chapter 1.
This is the starting of chapter 2.
Bhagavan. Yeah.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Meera, you have a doubt?
Ma'am, it's not a doubt. I wanted to show you something. I have this book of Krishna, Becoming Your Devotee.
Who is the author of the book? Can you read out for us? Prabhupada's photo there?
Yeah, it's Prabhupada's.
Okay. Please show it to classmates as well. Whoever has got Krishna book, please be ready. At the end of the class, we can share. And daily you can read one chapter and say which chapter you are read today. Before going to sleep, every time we'll have to hear about Krishna. And for kids, Krishna book is very, very enchanting. Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, we will be sharing the links today. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. If at all there is any other questions, please keep typing in the chat box. We'll take all the questions in the meantime. Now, Krishna speaks. After some time, Arjuna will start asking, okay? Karpanya dosho bahata svabhava pruchami tvam dharma samura cheta yashreyasya nishitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Hare Krishna, Bhargav, would you like to read the translation?
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
Now I am confused about my duty. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered into you. Please instruct me.
Hare Krishna, thank you so
Ma'am.
much.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
So now, all this while, Arjuna was taking Krishna as his friend. What is the name of Krishna when he is a friend of Partha? What is the name? Do you remember? What is Krishna called as?
Parthasarathi.
Parthasarathi.
Yeah, Haribol. So now, from the friend stage, Arjuna is coming one level down and is saying, I am a student now, your disciple, I am your student now, and you will be my teacher. Now, as I am so confused, please guide me. So he's completely surrendering. Whatever you say, I'll do. Please direct me. What shall I do, Krishna? Tell step by step what should I do. So he's requesting. Okay, he is requesting to Krishna, and based on that, Krishna is giving certain directions. Before hearing that, let's see who are you means. What will be your answer? You can type in chat box quickly. Who are you? We'll take few. If someone comes and asks you, who are you? What will be your reply? Hare Krishna. Real. All are devotee kids. I am the part of Bhagavan says, Joshita, Meera says, soul. We are the soul, not the body, Kalam. Real. You all deserve taking class. Okay. So, okay, now imagine that you are not attended the class. Before attending the class, yes, Shravani, Sri Kalyan, Manaswini, you are all right. We are not this body, but the soul. Before attending the class, were you all aware that I am a soul? Were you knowing?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Some people heard from their parents or from the temple or some other classes as well, right? But then you can think of other kids in your school. Does everyone in your class know that they are not the body, they are the soul?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
It is very, very difficult for other kids to understand. You are all blessed, Vaikunta kids. That's why you'll be able to understand easily. Otherwise, people will be like, oh, what are you saying? I'm not the body. Am I wrong? They'll get panicked. Okay. In the beginning, when a small kid is born, he's very small, no teeth, little hairs, right? As he grows up, he starts saying, okay, I'm having a nose. This is eyes. Teacher will explain in the pre-primary classes, right? Then they see hairs are growing. Whatever the doubt is, please type in the chat box. We'll take the questions. Okay. And when we go to school, the uniform is changing. I look different. When I'm in the home, I look very much different. After a few years, this is changing. What is changing? The body is changing. So need not worry. Who am I? Am I this body? No. Everyone will be having a question. Who am I? Who am I? Why am I here? Whether you are fair or you are little darkish or curly hair or straight hairs, whatever, all of us are not this body. We are not this body. We are the spirit souls. Our body, we all know it is going to change, right? As we age, it is going to change. What is going to remain in constant? It is our spirit soul, Jeev Atma. Okay. Who are we means what will be your answer? We are not this body, we are
Jivatma.
spirit souls.
Yes.
Spirit
We are not this
soul.
body, we are Jivatma.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes. Now there will be a question. Oh, we are soul, is it? Can I see the soul? How is it? Where is it? So for that question, the answer is soul is situated in the heart. Okay, soul is situated in the heart. It is located in the heart. Where is the position of the soul? In the heart. Next, we have a little story kind of activity here. We have seen many birds flying freely in the environment, in the nature, right? Yeah. At that time, few people will be like, yeah, this parrot, this pigeon, this sparrow is very beautiful. Let me take them home. And they will give a cage. Bird will not be able to fly. It is now going to have a bad time. Sometimes they'll not even give the food. Hare Krishna. Just a minute. I'll plug in the charger. Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your cooperation. Nandavat pronounced to all of you. So, when we take the bird and keep it, sometimes we may forget giving the food. Like when you go for a trip or you're gone for a holiday for 4 or 5 days, who will take care of the bird? And this will be like, oh, where is my food? If I was outside, I could have freely eaten. Had hate. Yeah. And when you return back, we see, oh, cage is dirty and all my friends are coming, the relatives are coming, tomorrow is the function, birthday party, so let me clean the cage. And the bird will be like, I want food, I want food. The body requires food, right? So it is asking food. We are like this. Inside us also, there is a soul. We're just taking care of the body, like washing the face, cleaning the mouth, but just maintaining the outer body will not fulfill the soul. That's why people are not happy. They do so many things to look beautiful and happy, but they're not happy. Why? Because inside the soul is not getting the energy, the food. In every animal, okay, man, older person, plant, insect, every person there is soul. Okay, see, Paramatma 400 form is there. And it will be asking, give me food, give me food. You know what is the food for the soul? Chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name. Few kids would have started chanting and they will be understanding. Yes, when we chant, the soul is getting so much of energy and everything is going very, very rightly as decided by Krishna, and things are stable. Why? Because soul is getting the energy. What is the food for the soul? Chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Let's chant one time all together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Hare Bol. So now when we start understanding the soul, they say, okay, soul is there in the heart and soul wants food. And how much food does it require? Is it so big? What is the size of the soul? Right? There will be a question. When we see the hair, I don't ask you all to cut your hair as a strand, just imagine that you have one hair in your hand, okay? One strand. You can all try, just touch your hair. You can feel how thin it is, right? At the tip, when you go to the edge of it, it is even more thinner. It is becoming sharp, right? Now that particular point, if we cut 10,000 times, how much small pieces will be? 10,000 times. That many thousand pieces will be there. One piece size is the size of the soul. So size of the soul is 1 by 10,000. 1/10,000 the part of tip of the hair. When you look the hair in the microscopes, okay, different microscopes, it appears different. Now we cannot just imagine, okay, soul, how is that possible? This is very, very tiny. We got to know the size 1 by 10,000. Now let's check what happens to soul at different stages. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara prapte dhirastatra namuyati. Hare Krishna, Manaswini, please read.
As the embodied soul continually passes in this body, from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. The self-released soul is not bewildered by such a change.
Hare Krishna, thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Bol. So yes, Sri Kalyan is asking, what is the meaning of the previous shloka? Karpanya dosho upahata swabhava. Right? The shloka, what does it mean? Arjuna is surrendering to Krishna and taking the guidance as Krishna is now a teacher for him. Okay? That's a surrendering point and he's requesting Krishna to guide. Now in this shloka, Krishna is giving the answer. Why are you worrying, Arjuna? Listen, what happens to soul? Do you think whatever you see, the Kauravas, are they their body? No, they are the soul. So what happens to soul? A soul is there when baby is growing, childhood, youth, adult, and old age, death. At the point of death, soul is not going to die. Body is going to die. Okay? Body dies, but soul goes to new body. Baby, child, adult, man, and death. Again, another body. So, soul is not going to die. Don't worry about that. So, Krishna is giving the answer one by one. What is the meaning of embodied? Embodied means it is inside the body. Soul is inside the body, right? So, it is embodied. Yes. Okay, soul takes another. Yes, let's give chance. Yes, Sri Kalyan, please read.
Yes, ma'am. Soul takes another body at the time of death.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So see what happens whenever the baby is born, growing, and adult man is going to die. Again, he is going into a cycle, infinity simple, right? He is going to take birth again. Next time when he is taking birth, it can be a animal like horse, cow, or any other animal, even an ant or lizard, anything, based on what he has done. Okay, soul will take new body at the time of the death. That is the first understanding. What happens to soul after body is going to die? It is going for new body. See, soul is always there. It is not going to change. When the person is dying, the soul will capture the other one. Yes. Hare Krishna. Shravani, please read.
Soul passes into another body at death.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. See here, the soul is traveling. These are beautiful pictures from ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada has selected these pictures. All devotees have done brilliantly. It's easy to understand, right? It's like a dress, it is changing. Soul is wearing a dress called body. And when body is weak, it is going to change the new dress. New dress will be there. When the body is getting old, it will change. Yeah. Now, what body it can get? It can get any species. Okay, there are 84 lakh species. How many Bhargav? How many species are there? Yeah.
84 lakh species of life, ma'am.
Haribol. So 84 lakhs of species are there. Based on whatever we are done, we can take birth as a octopus or anything. You've seen the picture? Snake. So we should be careful. If we do bad things, we'll go down. If we do good things, we can go to heaven. But we do the best things, Krishna will take care. We need not fear. And people will ask, what is the proof that soul is going to take new body? There's no lesson in our class. Academics, they have not taught. Read newspaper, see the history. You know, Mahatma Gandhi was there few years back, 50 years ago. When Gandhi was there, he gave the evidence of Shanti Devi. Okay, when Shanti Devi was born, she was able to remember her past life. Okay, Shanti Devi, when she was a child, she was remembering what was her past life, and she went to the place where she has. You'll get the pocket money, right? You'll place in some corner who will not be able to see. No one will be able to see. Hide. She showed everything where she had kept in the last life. Now that life is gone. She's dead. The soul is still alive in a new body. So she told whatever happened in past, and there's so much of research and confirmed. Yes, she's the same girl in the last life. Yeah. See here, every animal has got the soul. Dogs, monkey, baby, man, woman, lion, cubs, all giraffes, everyone has got soul. Even plants have got soul, okay? Matra spashastu kaunteya sthitoshna sukha dukkadaha agama paino nityastantitiksha bharata. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mugdha, please read.
O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due to course are like the appearance and disappearance of the winter and summer season.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now what is happening here? When we see the different seasons, in different seasons, summer, there will be a different kind of plant version we see. Spring, beautiful flowers, right? At the time of weathering, there's no leaf at all. In winter, yes, little snowish in some areas. Likewise, as seasons change, every year season change, day by day it is going to change. Likewise, sometimes we'll be happy, happiness will be there, sometimes we'll be sad, distress will be there. All this is temporary, it is going to change. That is what Krishna is saying. Arjuna is crying, right? What will happen? So he's saying, don't cry. This is not permanent, this is going to change. Be active. Na jayate mriyate va kadachinnayan bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purana na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Hare Krishna. Priyansh, please read.
For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing. Sat Sid
Ananda.
Ananda, eternal, full of knowledge, bliss.
Haribol, thank you so much. Satchidananda means what? Sat means eternal, means every time he is there. Now, if at all in your room you're seeing your brother or sister or mother, they when they go to next room, you cannot see them. You have to go to that particular room and see, right? Or your father has gone to office, you will not be able to see in the house. Maybe in video call you can see, right? Now, but Paramatma, Krishna, soul is always eternal. They're always there. There's no death for the soul. There is no death for the soul. What does Chit means? Full of knowledge. How? Because Krishna is full of knowledge. All knowledge comes from Krishna, and soul also is a part of Krishna. So it will be having knowledge. How to understand? When we eat food, okay, I'm eating the food and I think only to the stomach food should go. My hand energy should not go. Will that happen? Can we ask like food
No,
don't
ma'am.
go to the hand?
No, ma'am.
Not happen.
Now what happens?
No.
As the hand is a part of the body, it will also get energy. Now, soul, we all are the part of Krishna, very small part of Krishna. So we also will be having full of knowledge, but we'll forget. That's why we'll not be knowing full knowledge. But in real, soul will be having full knowledge. Inside us, there's full knowledge. Okay? And Ananda means happiness, full of bliss. Krishna is always happy, and even the soul is always happy. Vasamsya jirnani yata vihaya navani grinnati naroparani tata sharirani vihaya jinani anyani samyati navani dehi. Hare Krishna, Joshita.
Hare Krishna, ma'am. As a person puts on a new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now we'll see when a kid is playing in the dirt. Okay, he'll be like scared. Oh, now I have to go to home and Mama will scold. Mataji will ask me to change the dress. I'll have to wash the clothes. And first thing what we are doing is when you are walking or playing in a mud, dirt is getting applied on the clothes. Our clothes are getting dirty. At that time, we change the clothes to new clothes, because with new clothes I can walk freely in the house, walk freely in the house. I'll not make any other things dirty. It is comfortable. Same way, soul will accept the new material body to do its work. Okay? As the dirty clothes are changed with the new clothes, soul will leave the old body, which has gone useless, and accept the new body. Now, we'll be like thinking, we chop the hair, right? Like understanding, can I cut the hair? Some people will be thinking now, maybe I can cut the hair. Sorry, can I cut the soul? Or can I burn the soul? Or can I make it dry? Can I hang the soul and make it dry? Or can I dip in the water and make it moistened? Can the soul be cut, burnt, withered, or moistened? For that, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhati pavaka, nachainam kledanti opri, nachainam kledanti na shoshati marutaha. Marutaha wind. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yes, Shravani, please read.
Soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapons, nor can be burned by fire, nor moistened by water, or nor withered by the wind.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now Arjuna is thinking, right, if I throw an arrow pointing towards the Acharyas, Bhishma Dev, and so many other cousin brothers, Kauravas, they will die. Krishna has told they are not the body, they are the soul. And don't think you can never ever cut the soul. If you think that you can cut the soul, what is the answer? No, we cannot cut the soul, we cannot burn the soul, we cannot dry the soul, or we cannot moisten the soul. Soul cannot be touched also. Okay? That's how Krishna gives the answer for Arjuna. He says compassion, right? He says they're not the body, they're the soul, they're eternal. You cannot harm the soul. Don't worry about that. Next, what was Arjuna's question? No enjoyment. For that, Krishna says, Hare Krishna. Meera, please read the translation.
Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you?
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare
Now, Arjuna is saying, right, if I win also, there is no enjoyment because everyone is dead. For that, Krishna is saying. So, what happens? If you are running away from the battlefield, everyone will scold. What is this Arjuna running away? He's scared. He's a coward. He does not have an ability. Hearing all this, can you sustain? That will be more painful. Arjuna realized that is not going to anyway help you. So Krishna is saying what could happen if you are not fighting to Arjuna. Later, yes, Mugdha, please read.
O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and entertain the heavenly planets, or you would conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up and fight with the determination.
Krishna, thank you so much. So Krishna is giving the answer. If you don't fight, only thing you're getting is sadness. People will scold you. You'll feel bad. In case, just think you're going to field, war field, battlefield. You're going to fight. By chance, in case you get killed also, you're going to heaven and you'll be enjoying. Whoever dies in the war, they'll get Veeraswarga, right? They'll get the heavenly planet. Otherwise, what could happen? You can win and become a king. You will get a kingdom, then you can enjoy. So, where is the question of sadness there? You can enjoy. You cannot tell there is no enjoyment. Point number 3, he says he can commit sin. For that also, Arjuna is getting a right answer. Krishna is like giving all bullet points to Arjuna without any delay. Yes, Bhargav, please read.
In this endeavor, there is no loss, and a little advancement on this path can be protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now what is happening? Krishna is saying, whoever is doing devotional service, they will not be having any sin. How is that? You see, Hanuman burnt Lanka. Everyone knows, right? Hanuman burnt Lanka. You know?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
No, ma'am.
Yeah, whoever does not know, I'll just brief. Once what happened, Rama and Sita will be in forest. When Rama is away, Ravana will kidnap the Sita. Okay, Sita Devi is in now Sri Lanka. Ravana has taken to Sri Lanka. Hanuman will go at that time. They will Sri Lanka. Ravana, what he does, he will ask to burn the tail of Hanuman. Now the tail is burning, and what does Hanuman will do? He'll jump from one building to another building, and he reaches to the military weapon where the bombs and other dynamites are there, and everything will start blasting and everything is destroyed. When he did that, it was an act of devotional service. Ravana was bad and Hanuman was serving Rama, right? Even if you're doing something for the protection and for the words of Bhagavan, there is no sin. So Arjuna is getting a clear instruction. Do your work. Don't worry about anything else. There will be no sin when you're doing right. Do your duty. Like that, Krishna will address. Next point, he says, right, family tradition. Okay, if everyone is dead, what will happen to the family? So let's hear from Saharsh, please read.
All purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So
Hare Krishna.
now when we see there is a pond, for every house we have to have a pond, but there will be no space. In case we have a reservoir, for all the houses we can give the connection, right? Yeah, please keep your hands raised. Everyone will get the chance. Okay. Now, when reservoir is there, it can supply water to every house. But if a pond gets dried up, the water will be not there for that house. What does Krishna say? Don't think there is no elderly person in that family. You become a role model, a great king who can lead all the citizens, guide them, take care of your citizens. Be a role model. Then there will be no problem at all. So family tradition, you can teach them. Then everyone will follow you. Right? When Dharma Raja will be a king, Yudhishthir Dev will be a king. Everything will go fine. Don't worry about family traditions. You can set everything right. Next point was indecision. So, Vyasatmayaka Buddhir. Let's see here. Yes, Anirudh, please read.
Those who are this path are resolute in this purpose, and their aim is one.
Hare Krishna. Now, Krishna gives an example of Arjuna. Like, see, if at all you have got multiple thinking, na, you cannot do. When you have got one arrow and you're focusing at different goals, where will the arrow go? It will not go to any of the goals. It will fall in between. Focus on one thing. Whoever is determined, whoever is endeavoring for devotional upgradation, means they have to improve. They'll always have focused. So aim on one thing and start fighting. Don't hesitate. And at that time, Krishna answers all the questions. Arjuna still has a question: what to do? My mind I'm not able to control. Why is this all happening? You know why? Arjuna was a great warrior. That was Yoga Maya. We cannot compare and complain for Arjuna's sadness. It was just an act. He was serving Krishna, right? Like in a drama, even a good person will be acting as a villain. But in real, he can be a good person. But only in drama or a movie or in a serial, he's acting as a villain. Now, Arjuna is crying, lamenting only for Krishna's sake. Krishna is directing and Arjuna is acting accordingly. Otherwise, Arjuna is Naranarayana, is eternal friend, associate of Krishna. This is for us to understand why people will fall down. Yes, Joshita, please read.
While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So now, what was that in the translation Prabhupada has given? We'll take an example and understand. Whenever we see something like very new mobile or like a new smartphone for iPad, anything, or a laptop or a TV or a car, any device which is attracting our senses, I want like that. Then we feel like attached. We always keep checking, we got that. And sometimes when it is taken away, parents will tell first you eat food, later you play a mobile. But then you will be like, no, I want the mobile now, now, now. And they say this is not good. At that time, your lust is increasing, very much strongly desiring, I want it now. And when you're not getting it, what happens? We get anger. We'll be like, oh, why it is not happening? And when a person is in anger now, his mind will not work properly. He will be delusion, just like a kid who is like sleeping and driving the toy car here. Our mind will be like dozing off. It will not be in control. Anger will make ourselves weak. Delusion will occur. Bewilderment of memory. When mind is not working, even the memory also will get confused. Memory is now confused, and at that time we cannot decide what is right, what is wrong. Intelligence is lost. There's loss of intelligence and person will fall down, keep falling down until he realizes, okay, this is wrong, I have to get rid. Chant, whenever you are angry, na, Prabhupada says, if you are angry, take your japamala, chant one round immediately, and after one round you'll get the answer. Few months back I started that. Okay, one of my spiritual guide told, when you are getting angry, chant one round, and it is very effective. All we have to do is surrender to Krishna and pray, Krishna, please take care, I am getting anger, I am surrendering because Prabhupada has told I'll have to chant when I'm anger, please take care, I don't know anything. Then Krishna will take care. Okay, whenever you're feeling, maybe sometimes we'll not understand, we are getting attached or we're getting lusty. But when we get anger, definitely we know we are angry, right? At that time, please take the Japamala and chant. If you don't have a Japamala, at least chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By then, you will be protected. If not, you will fall down. Very, very hard it will be. It will make us do many bad things and will not be able to cope up. So for all the Arjuna's questions, Krishna answered, compassion, he said, they're not the body, they're the soul. There's no enjoyment. You'll get either heaven or kingdom. There is enjoyment, full of enjoyment. Fear of getting sinful activities or getting sin. Krishna says devotional service has no sin. Don't worry about that. You're doing on the orders of Krishna. That is devotional service. And family tradition will be destroyed for that. Krishna says Varna Shankara can be avoided. The bad progenies can be avoided when you become a role model. If your indecision is there, that is because you don't have a determination. Focus on one goal and stay determined. Serve the Lord. You'll be all okay. Saying so, Arjuna will get all the answers, but still there are so many lessons in the upcoming chapters we'll learn. In chapter 2, we learned, yes. Kalim, can you please read?
Take away message. We are not this body. We are spirit soul. The soul moves from one body to the next. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So we saw the chapter, I'm not this body, we are the spirit soul, right? And at the time of death, the soul moves from one body to another, next body at the time of death. Yes. Let's all join our hands together for the prayer. Whoever knows, please unmute yourself. Vacha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya evacha, patitanam
Yo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Na Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,